This year, our panel members consist of our Margaret Rudder Community Service Award winners. And so, before we introduce the panel, I'm going to give you a brief overview of the Margaret Rudder Community Service Award. The award seeks to recognize and honor those who significantly impact their community and, as a result, are themselves impacted by that contribution. This award is designed to inspire student volunteerism on a continual basis, encouraging the utilization of various service organizations and the Leadership and Service Center. So again, I'm excited to welcome our 4 award winners today for our panel. So first I'd like to introduce Ms. Amanda Hall. Our next award winner is Mary Martha Klink. Next I'd like to introduce Yashwant Vyas. Yashwant is a senior electrical engineering major with a mathematics and leadership studies minor. He hails from a small village in India called Nandarbar, where he received a primary education at a small missionary school. And it was with his aunt's support that she provided him with the means to succeed at a competitive junior college, and also during a year in engineering college for a Bachelor of Technology degree. His aunt's support also encouraged Yashwant to transfer internationally here to Texas A&M, where he could better utilize his talents and qualities. And although electrical engineering is his career path, his long-term career prospect is to use his leadership skills and expertise to serve people at a global level. Yashwant would like to work for the United Nations in the future. So please join me in welcoming Yashwant. And last, I'd like to introduce Geneva Serrano. So this morning I have a few questions for our panel members, and they'll each have a chance to respond. But also we'd like to, if you have questions too, there'll be time at the end, so please be thinking about what you might like to ask our students here today. Yashwant, you've been quite involved on campus. How many organizations?
Over 15.
Over 15. So thinking to all of those experiences, what are some of the things that you've learned being here involved in service at Texas A&M?
So I transferred from India in the fall of 2012. And thus far, I had the privilege to serve over 15 student organizations and a couple of nonprofits outside Texas A&M. And most of these organizations are either service-based, contributing directly or indirectly to the Millennium Goals. So it has been a privilege serving all these organizations and getting involved. From my leadership and service experiences, I have learned that leadership and service go hand in hand and make a very good combination. I have learned that if I utilize my leadership skills in serving a service-based organization, I can make a bigger impact. I truly feel that everything connects to everything else, and all my learning experiences have been interconnected to bring me to the place that I am today. While I study leadership formally as a part of my minor, utilizing my learning experiences, I was able to define leadership for myself. And my definition of leadership is a kind of service that we offer to the society by serving its member and leading the organization. Whether this service is paid or unpaid is secondary. As long as you serve with a pure heart to serve the community and its member for the organization's better good, without any self-agendas and politics getting in way, in that minute your leadership turns into selfless service. So that's what my leadership experiences have taught me. Moreover, my involvement have changed my perception of community. My perception has become more globalized. I don't see the world as different countries. I see it as a community, more so a global community. The Brand College Station community has been very kind to me, has provided me facilities so that I have a place to stay, I can access utilities, I have clean roads to walk on, I have a clean environment to breathe in. I feel a sense of responsibility to give back to the community and volunteer my time and do a little bit. Similarly, the Aggie community has welcomed me with open arms, has given me so much love and care that I could ever ask for. So I feel a sense of responsibility that I should give back in any and every way possible. Last year, I had the privilege to serve on the first executive committee that started the first on-campus food pantry, the 12 Can, to supplement the food needs of fellow Aggies, and faculty and staff if needed. So all my learning experiences have got me to the place today that coming October, I will be in Florida, representing not only Texas A&M University, but also India at the Millennium Campus Conference organized through the United Nations. It has been a great, great pleasure to get a seat on that conference. One thing that I would like to share with you guys that do not think what an individual can do, what 2 hours of me volunteering on a weekend is going to do. Think what 15 individuals volunteering their 2 hours every weekend is going to make a difference. Not everyone has to do everything, but everyone has to do something.
Well said. Can you talk about how you've connected what you've learned as a servant leader to both your classroom experiences, but also your out-of-classroom experiences?
Involvement had a major impact on my academics as well. I recently applied and got added a leadership studies minor based on all my experiences and everything. I wanted to pursue leadership, servant leadership formally. So that was one of the biggest impacts that it had on my academics and classroom experience. But apart from that, it had a much more impact in my personal endeavors and in my personal life and shaping me into the person that I am today. As a child, I read that an influential Hindu monk, Swami Vivekananda, taught his followers that there is no religion bigger than humanity and serving people. And Mother Teresa once said that a life not lived for others is not a life. Through my involvement, I was able to make sense of what these great servant leaders have taught the world. I have realized that there is no bigger religion than humanity. It is very important to be human first and then everything else. Our biggest responsibility is to serve mankind, and it gets priority over everything else. At a very early age, as a child, my mother wisely taught me that a lamp cannot spread light unless it burns itself. And through my involvement, I was able to put that teaching into practice. I aspire to learn rightly, to serve mankind at a global level. Also, my light burns in a tribute to my country, to Texas A&M University, and all the beautiful people that I have worked with. The gift of service is rewarding in and itself, but has provided me with an opportunity to collaborate with so many like-minded people, learn from them, and grow so much more. So I should say, more than my academics, it has impacted me more in my personal life, and that indeed has shown me a career path that I want to follow in future, and hopefully someday I'll be able to serve the United Nations.
This time I'd like to open this up to anybody here at the breakfast that might have a question for our students.
Mine's not really a question, it's a couple of compliments. My name is Amy Reed. I'm the Executive Director for Keep Brazos Beautiful. My time working with these wonderful students is we always hear them tell us, they are told, you know, we have to do this because we are going to be the leaders of tomorrow. And I want their instructors to quit telling them that. I want them to tell them, you are already the leaders today. Because we had the privilege to work with one of the greatest leaders I've ever worked with, and that's Yashwant, who came to us this past spring. Yashwant had a difficult time getting to our project because he had to coordinate bus routes to get there. We weren't in an easy location to get to, and showed up. This smile never came off the face. It was hot, it was humid, we were planting stuff, and then Yashwant got put into the brush and was hacking away things bigger than him and hauling really heavy stuff, and did it with the smile the whole time and just talked and was so pleasant, and we just wanted to adopt him. And he kept volunteering for us, and we kept trying to get him to just stay with us and never leave. And we became friends on Facebook, and we follow him, and we constantly are amazed at the amazing things you're doing in our community. And you make us so proud because you're one of ours. You are part of Team KBB, and it makes us so proud that one of ours is out there doing what you're doing. And when we found that beautiful statue out in front of Kyle Field, And Yashwant is that guy on the very left end of that huge bronze warrior hen statue. Well, we all want to go take selfies with it, for one. And two, the comment that Yashwant posted on there, we had to print that, and we decided our new focus this year is not things that we are upset by because they didn't go our way or that we couldn't get or we just can't do yet. It is, we are making boards of things that keep us doing what we do, and they are pictures of the people that we serve. And Yashwant's picture is the very first picture on our board. So thank you for what you do, because you make this better, and all of you, thank you for being the leaders that keep inspiring us to keep doing what we love to do every day. I appreciate it.
So much, Amy. You have been very, very generous. And it has been a pleasure and honor to work with you, Brazos Beautiful. And I do what I can do a little bit, because as I said, all these little bits add up and make a big difference. So, and I'm looking forward to a great year with you, Brazos Beautiful. Thank you so much for having me and welcoming me into the organization.
Well, you're welcome. We have a lot coming up, so just...
Any last questions or compliments? Those are the reasons why these students were selected to win our Margaret Rudder Community Service Award, because of the amazing things they've done. So, if there are no more questions, I'd like to give a round of applause to our panel members.